All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series is in action tonight for a very special event. It's a 100-lap race, race number 8, but more importantly, it's a charity event for the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. That's right, we're racing for charity, we're racing for the children, and streaming live for you tonight here, a 100-lap race in Texas. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory in the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals race in Texas? There's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, a little Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity event tonight. It's Texas Motor Speedway. It is 100 laps, and this is race number 8. Let's get it on. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. I got a good one here for you. Texas is always a fun track. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster and commentator here at TurnLeftTV. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV tonight and watching the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series. Again, race number 8. Tonight's a 100-lap race at Texas Motor Speedway. Little charity event, and you'll see that Extra Life logo up in the top right. Don't forget to click on the link in the banner for a donation. There is a Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals link in the description of this race. Looks like we get about 4.5 minutes left in the practice session, so we're a little bit behind here. We've had some challenges tonight. Hopefully we'll stay connected, keep our fingers crossed. We've had some issues as of late with the connection, so hopefully okay. Take a look at the schedule here. This is the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity event, 100-lap race for Texas Motor Speedway. And we've got 2 races to go after that. That's Talladega and Charlotte. Headed your way. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server for your league, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is the EliteHostingUSA.com. How about some WordPress hosting, some online store hosting, and VPS hosting available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Appreciate you being here. Love when people coming in. Thanks to all those new subscribers. Don't forget to hit that like button, man. Get that code out there. Get this videos out there in everybody's feed. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And don't forget to massage the bell. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Got 3 minutes left to go in the practice session. Take a look at the track here at Texas. 1.5 miles located in Fort Worth, Texas. Hot, baby. Hot down there. Going to be some hot racing tonight. 20 degrees of banking in turns 1 and 2, 24 and 3 and 4. And I think through that trioval area, it's very much sort of like a Charlotte with the less bumps. Sort of that cookie cutter 1.5 miles. It is shaped a little like Charlotte, but a little bit smoother than that track. Going to be light really, really how you get through these turns and save your stuff through that trioval as well. So I don't know if aggressiveness is going to pay off here tonight at Texas. It's a tough one. We'll have to consider that as we go through quals and warm up. Take a look at the standings coming into tonight's race. Arthur Vieta has the points lead, 344 points. Just behind him is Claudio Bardelli Jr. Don't move that. Gordon Carter, Franco Alvarez third, Gordon Carter fourth. Ed Palumbo is fifth, Craig Marizon is sixth. Dennis Schuderson seventh, Todd Robillard eighth, and Sean Jacobs ninth. Javaldo Spindler rounding out the top 10. Take a look at page number 2. Steve Pierce, Chris Hughes, Dana Grover, and hopefully Dana get better here tonight, man. He had a little bit of a tough scare, but we're definitely thinking about Dana Grover, by the way. Not able to join us, but hopefully doing okay. Definitely sending our thoughts and prayers out to him tonight for a speedy recovery. Paul Brown sits 14th to Lucas Sifford 15th. See Preston Hassel, Gilmar Pachota, Jim Willis, Dan Richter, and Dan Chesmore rounding out the top 20. See there, page number 3, page number 4. I think I got the right one up. If I don't, somebody's going to let me know, that's for sure. Somebody will let me know on that one. Might have gotten the put the wrong one up there, man. We've had a tough battle here, man. I honestly have. Tough battle. LeadHostUSA.com logo up there sticking out in the middle of nowhere. Doing a lot of stuff here. Okay, I think we got it fixed. I think we might have it fixed here. Hold on 1 second. Boy, oh boy. There we go. Bardelli Jr. is leading in the points. Paul Brown second, Marizon third, Jacobs fourth, Gordon Carter fifth. I started looking at some of those names that haven't raced in a while. See Palumbo, Todd Robillard, Dana Grover. Again, we're sending out our well wishes to him. Dennis Schuderson, Waldo Spindler rounding out the top 10. Wow. I am a hot mess, buddy. Hot mess. Looks like these guys have headed over to the qualification session. So these guys will now drop into quals. A lot of guys out here in the Extra Life paint scheme tonight, thanks to Gordon Carter. All his hard work. He did a big surprise here for us. It kind of shocked me. I don't know if he's taken back there from my reaction. I was just so surprised and really impressed that he did all these cars. So here we're taking a look at Todd Robillard. First guy out here on the track. Definitely love him. So thank you so much, Gordon, for your hard work here, man. Gordon's been a great addition to the league and continues to surprise. So, Todd Robillard, not matching the icon here, but in that Extra Life number 90 car. Pretty cool deal there, too. So all that time and energy and work went in there from Gordon Carter's hard work. So thank you, Gordon. Right now, Paul Brown, 29.272 is the top time. Todd Robillard with a 29.373 up to second on the grid. How about Gordon Carter? Take a look at his effort there. 56 car. Wouldn't that be awesome if he won the race tonight? He's pretty fast in sector number 1 here. So keep your eye on Gordon Carter. He might end up snookering these guys. A little bit off there in sector number 2. Off the final turn, let's see where the 56 car lands. 29.273 up to second on the grid for the 56 car. How about that, huh? How about John Stanley in the 12? $29.284 for John Stanley, up to 5th on the grid there for him. Well, good run there. Josh Brink, one of our part-time guys there. Looks like he's finished up his run. Paul Brown to the top of the grid, and Ed Palumbo, second in that 54 car. Well, Gilmar Peixoto, the 71. Roldo Spindola in the 68 car, finishing up his. So it looks like Paul Brown with the top time with a 2:11. Bardelli Jr. to see if he can't slide up the grid here. There he goes, sliding up to 4th in the 19 car. So a good run there for him. That looks like that's going to do it for the qualifiers. So these guys will go through the driver's meeting. I don't know if Art Vegeta is going to go out. Not seeing anything out of him right now in the 4 car. So assuming there may not be a qualification in his mix, since these guys need to get it done in the first half. So it looks like quals have not officially ended, but effectively ended. Got about 6 minutes left in the qualification session. These guys going over the driver's meeting right now. Looks like these guys, about 5.5 minutes. And we want to talk about the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity. All right, we're back. And again, tonight's race is a special event, Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals event. Extra Life, more than 10 million kids enter Children's Hospital like your local children's hospitals across North America every year. To provide the best care for kids, children's hospitals rely on donations and community support, as Medicaid and insurance programs don't fully cover the cost of care. Since 1983, the Children's Miracle Network Hospitals has helped fill those funding gaps by raising more than $7 billion. Those fundraising partners and programs support the nonprofit mission to save and improve the lives of as many children as possible. So that's what we are raising money for tonight. And down in the link, in the description of this race, is a link where you can make a donation. Thanks to Will Dunbar for his effort in, leading up this charity as well. So hopefully he'll be able to post a link in the TeamSpeak chat. That would be great. We'll post that. We'll broadcast that and give you guys who are watching a chance to click on that link too and make a donation straight through the TurnLeftTV stream chat as well. Again, this is Texas Motor Speedway tonight, 100-lap race, and again, it's a Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals event, and we're so excited to bring this to you. We do several of these events each year. Don't forget, we got some more racing headed your way tomorrow. It's round number 5. It's Silverstone. And 2 25-lap races. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's coming up tomorrow live right here on TurnLeftTV. Silverstone. What a great track that is, man. Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Race number 7. Beat the Broadcaster night. 120-lap race from Texas. Can I redeem myself? I had a third-place run going with about 8 laps to go and lost my connection last week in Bristol. What a horrible deal that was. See if I can redeem myself here at race number 7 coming up tomorrow at Texas Motor Speedway. Beat the Broadcaster night here at High Octane Racing League. Getting some drop frames here too, by the way, right now, so hopefully everything will work out for us. All right, we'll take a look at the qualification results. Get an idea of where everybody's going to sit here tonight. Paul Brown, the 77, starts in P1. Art Devietta starts second. Ed Palumbo starts third. Preston Hassel starts in at fourth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. will start fifth. Gordon Carter starts sixth. Todd Rubillard seventh. Craig Marizon starts in at eighth position. John Stanley ninth. And Sean Jacobs will start in the 10th position. Josh Brink starts in the 11th position. Steve Pierce 12th. Givaldo Spindle at 13th. Dennis Udichin starts in that 14th position. Jomar Peixoto will start 15th. And Thiago Gomez in the 26th starts in the 16th spot. Well, let's see if I've done this right. Let's see if I got my keys to the race here tonight. Here at Texas, tire management. It's really easy to get into the turns really, really hard and burn up your tires. Don't overdrive this car here at Texas. Make sure you time those passes. It is going to be a little difficult to pass here tonight because it's not a super hard track to drive, but if you're patient later in the runs, you'll be able to make some passes pretty easily. Pit stops got to be on point here tonight, and make sure you keep that car damage free. Don't get any damage on the car. It's easy to do, getting up into the wall, overdriving the thing. So those are my keys to the race here at Texas. Take a look at the side-by-side to see if that bad boy is working here tonight. Should be. I would imagine that'd be all right, wouldn't it? There we go. It does look like the side-by-side is working for now. So don't be surprised, man. As soon as we go green, I lose connection here. That's going to be par for the course, but hopefully everything stays okay. We definitely have had some connection issues as of late, so not sure what's going on with that, but we'll keep our fingers crossed here tonight. Best of luck to him. Josh Brink as well. And as always, we're going to say, or I should say again, we're going to say, get well, Dana Grover. He's a little bit under the weather. We're going to send our well wishes out to him. So it looks like Paul Brown is picking John Stanley tonight. Gilmar Peixoto, good luck to him as well. Let's see if we can't have a good caution-free race tonight, man. We got 16 drivers here joining us. Fireball Flash Racing. I think that's Dana. Hopefully he is pain-free as he can be. See all these Extra Life cars out here. Gordon Carter painting up the special scheme. So thanks to Gordon Carter and all his hard work. Got about 4 minutes left in the warm-up session. Looks like Ritzky Nomar joining as well. Good to see Ritzky. Got about 3 minutes left to go. If we lose our connection, I'm going to apologize in advance. We've had some issues here with the last couple days here, so last week we had I think I was racing in the Saturday Night Thunder. I got disconnected, and then doing some truck testing on Tuesday, got disconnected again, and there's been some spotty internet. I got kicked a little bit earlier, so just keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully everything will turn out okay. Ritsky Novar looking forward to Silverstone. It'll be in the morning for us, I guess the same day for him. So good luck to him, and hopefully we'll be able to broadcast tomorrow. Keep our fingers crossed for that. 2 minutes left to go. Well, my pick to win this race tonight will be Josh Brink. That's my pick to win. Josh Brink's going to win this one tonight. That 8 car, 2 car. It looks like the 8 car though, doesn't it? Honest mistake, honest mistake. The 2 car. Sure, do we have a guy in the 8 car? I have to look at our numbers there. Maybe at one point, but we've got some guys who haven't been around in a while. Givaldo looking like he's getting back there. That's what that little hitch in the connection was. Looked like he's getting back in. Good to see Givaldo joining us back now in that 68 car. We definitely wait on Givaldo. He's comes out each and every week. One of our faithful High Octane Racing League members. Sent him a hat. He won the hat, man. I keep tracking it. It was on its way to Sao Paulo on September the 9th, but I don't know where it's at right now. So I sent him the tracking information so he can track that High Octane Racing League hat. He'd be the only person in Brazil to have one. So it's somewhere. Well, boys and girls, looks like we are about ready to go. Are you ready? I'm ready. 100-lap race here tonight at Texas. Race number 8 of the season. 100 laps at Texas Motor Speedway for the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. Don't forget to click on the link down in the description of the race and make a donation. We would love for you to do that. It goes out for a great cause. Please help the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network charity out, please.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, it's Texas. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeftTV, and this is a 100-lap race tonight. Let's take a look at the starting order. Paul Brown in the 77 starts in P1. Arthur Vieta starts in the 2nd position. Ed Palumbo in the 54 starts 3rd. Preston Hassel will start in the 4th position. Starting in 5th will be Claudio Bardella Jr. in the 19. Gordon Carter in the 56 starts in the 6th position. Todd Robillard and Craig Marazon starts 7th and 8th. Starting in the 9th position will be John Stanley in the 12 car. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts 10th. Josh Brink in the 2 car starts 11th. Steve Pierce in that 51 car starts in the 12th position. Starting at 13th will be Givaldo Spindle in the 68 car. Dennis Uderton in the 47 starts 14th. Gilmar Peixoto starts 15th, and Thiago Gomez in the 26 starts in the 16th position. Don't forget my keys to the race here. Tire management, man. Don't overdrive this thing. You're going to be in a world of hurts. Time those passes out. Make sure your pit stops are on point, and keep that car damage free. So a 100-lap race here tonight. Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. And Paul Brown will lead the field in the special paint scheme. And again, thanks to Gordon Carter for doing these paint schemes. These look freaking awesome. Surprised me. Really, really surprised me. And he said, hey, take a look at the schemes. I didn't even realize. I was really more concerned about my deal. And I was like, hey, there's an extra life car, extra life car, extra life car, extra life car in pit lane. And he said, yeah, there's a reason for that. Oh, boy. I'm colorblind, man. I thought there was something up in the game.
Go, go, go.
Here we go. We're off. Here at Texas. Paul Brown on the inside as Art Vieta in that 4 car up on the outside line. And Palumbo in the 54 car just behind as they come down the backstretch 2 by 2. An outside line may not be the place to be. The 4 car Art Vieta up on the outside as Ed Palumbo is going to get around. Now very tight here through this tri-oval. See Ed Palumbo in that 54 on the outside. That 4 car got to try to find a way to get down there. As a 27 car now going to slip through. 19 going to dive up down the high line and help. So Claudio Bardelli Jr. making a pass. He's up front. He's up in the 3rd position. He got around on the inside. Vieta gave him some room. And now Preston Hassel pulling off that pass. So Preston Hassel now in the 3rd position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is 4th. Art Vieta back to the 5th position. Take a look at Givaldo Spindola and Josh Brink. Brink on the inside, the 2 car. Givaldo up on the outside line. Good battle here side by side. This 68 car wanting to try to get around. He's up the track. Had to hold on to that thing. And Josh Brink on the 2 down below. He's got a good run here on the outside. Josh Brink got a little hold up there. Sean Jacobs. Oh, the 26 might have slammed the wall. Sean Jacobs at 24, side by side with Givaldo through the tri-oval area. 24 car down. Givaldo pitching him down a little bit. On board here with Sean Jacobs. As Givaldo using that outside line, Sean Jacobs wisely backs off and tucks in. Sean Jacobs now in the 14th position. Well, Paul Brown is the leader in this 77 car. Things getting racy here early on. Palumbo in 2nd. Hassel 3rd. Bardelli Jr. 4th. Vieta rounding out the top 5. Take a look at Todd Robillard in P6. And out there a little bit by himself, relatively speaking. He's got the Gordon Carter car behind him. And Palumbo just ran the fastest lap. Robillard running in P6. Gordon Carter 7th. Marzon is in 8th. John Stanley 9th. And Givaldo rounding out the top 10. Peixoto had hit the wall a little bit earlier, and it looks like, Gomez hit the wall. Looks like Peixoto is going to get around his 71 car. So that 26 is hurting right now. He's got some damage, and he is waiting for a caution flag. Get through. So something going on with that 26 car. He hit the wall, got some right side damage to that machine. Look at this battle here, the 51 and the 71. The 71 got around its Captain Morgan sponsored machine, but Steve Pierce fighting back. They get side by side down the backstretch. Steve Pierce, battle. Peixoto gets up into the wall. Steve Pierce getting through. Peixoto fighting that car. Steve Pierce getting a pass to see Jomar Peixoto at the 15th position. So Steve Pierce made a pass there. Now picks up P14. Todd Robillard, Gordon Carter here getting after it. Well, Robillard and Carter have swapped some positions. Right now, taking a look at Todd Robillard in the 90s. So there was some battling there going on. We'll take a look here a little bit earlier. Carter in his 56 car goes down to the bottom side. And Robillard maybe lost his connection just briefly. Showing that he changed positions, but I don't think so. Take a look at this. That Givaldo Jacobs battle rekindling. Good clean racing here so far as Paul Brown leading the field, but he's not been able to run away from the 56. Yeah, Palumbo in that 56 car keeping pace and making an honest racer out of Paul Brown right now. Take a look at our side-by-side view here as we take a look at it on the front of Ed Palumbo's machine and at Paul Brown's machine. So here on lap 11, Ed Palumbo looking to try to find a comfortable zone here, you know, and just follow the leader for now. And maybe let pit stops spread things out a little bit. So Ed Palumbo in at 54, running in the second position. Preston Hassel in the 27 car, running in P3 in that AMD Ryzen sponsor machine. Just behind him is Claudio Bardelli Jr., our points leader. Artur Vieta rounding out the top 5. Take a look at this. Dennis Uderchin trying to make a move here on John Stanley. Uderchin in the 47 car, getting around the 12 of John Stanley, taking over P12 as John Stanley. Oh, no! Uderchin hit the wall there after making that pass. Hard right side contact there for Dennis Uderchin, and that may hurt him. That Toyota. He is up on the high side, and that was a hard lick coming off the turn. Easy to do through the tri-oval area. Said, don't overdrive that car. You drive that car too hard through the tri-oval, and you will be in big, big trouble. We'll see how this 47 car makes out after making, more contact right there through the tri-oval. Entering the tri-oval, it looks like that's where that 47 car is getting a little tight and drifting up. Take a look at Sean Jacobs. Been a quiet night here for him so far, but he's running in P10, looking to work on the back of Givaldo Spindler's machine. On board here with Sean Jacobs. He's going to the outside. A little bit of a gutsy move here. Outside for Sean Jacobs. He's battling Givaldo. Givaldo on the inside. He knew that Givaldo had an advantage on that outside earlier. And Givaldo doing well to hold on to that spot as Sean Jacobs looking to get around here. As he sees that crowd moving away. John Stanley saw that contact that Dennis Uderchin had with the wall, and John Stanley now trying to put some little pressure here on that Toyota. On board here with John Stanley. We got a car up there in the wall. John Stanley trying to get around. So he knows Dennis Uderchin's got a little bit of damage. This guy's side by side now. Oh, boy, that's getting it. Frosty up here. Getting frosty. Josh Brink now getting it around Givaldo. Good pass up here as Artur Vieta was up the track. He might have made contact with the wall. Take a look here as out of the front of Todd's machine. We saw the 4-car up the track quite a bit. And now Todd Robillard in the 90 is going to try to get around Vieta, and he does. Vieta now going to give up quite a few positions here, and I think he might have some right side damage. I think he might have gotten into the wall. So Vieta, take a look at Artur Vieta's machine. He is now dropping off the pace a little bit. Very, very interesting there as the 4-car might have some damage. He's going to have to come down pit lane and get fixed. He's just trying to save this thing. Gordon Carter in a little bit of a hornet's nest here. You see that 26 car. Now 26, Thiago Gomez, now 4 laps down. He had some contact early on and now had to come down pit lane to get this thing fixed. And now we've got some tight battling going on here as these tires start to wear out a little bit. On board with Gordon Carter as he's trying to take over P6. And looks like that AMD Rising sponsor machine, number 27 Ford, now going to give up a spot there as Gordon Carter gets that spot. Greg Marizon now starting to sneak in there. Oh, might have been contact between the Camaro and the Ford. Camaro and the Mustang, I should say. And there might have been some contact there with Preston Hassel's. That 60 car, that Magpul Dynamics Chevy trying to get through. Wow. It is this battle here. John Stanley in the high line, Dennis Schuderchin on the low line in the Toyota. 47 versus the 12. So John Stanley trying to make this pass, but Uderchin making a fight of it. Great racing here side by side. It looks like that outside line might be better, but it's deceptive. Because you can get a little bit of a run if you dive into the inside. And again, side by side there. Look at this. Marizon going back after it. Marizon down to the inside. Preston Hassel up on the outside line in the 27. The 26 car on fresh tires getting by. And wow, man, Preston Hassel now giving up some positions as Sean Jacobs dives to the inside. On board here with Preston. He's trying to find a way to get into this tuck in as the 2 car goes by. Sean Jacobs on the move here as he's battling Craig Marizon here on lap 22. As the 24 car gets by the 60. 24 now up to the 6th position. And we've got some battling up front here. Look at this. Todd Robillard battling Ed Palumbo. Palumbo on the outside line of the 50. The 90 of Todd Robillard down on the inside line trying to close in on the 77. Wow, man, with some great racing here. Bardelli Jr. getting through as well. Bardelli Jr. now up to the 3rd position. Palumbo now back to P4. Look at this, man. Look at this battle here. On the outside, Todd Robillard on the outside line battling the 77 car. And the 90 going to take over the race leads. I think maybe Paul Brown might have indicated he's going to be coming down pit lane here. Very interesting. So Robillard is the leader, and the 77 car pitting, saying he's out of fuel. He ran out of fuel, and he's going to coast to his pit lane. Close to his pit stall, and we're taking a look at Paul Brown, that 77 car, on pit lane. So guys making green flag pit stops here. And Paul Brown says that car's out of fuel. He's coasting into his pit stall. He's our pole setter here as Todd Robillard now going to come down pit lane. Wow, man. Also Bardelli Jr. on pit lane. Paul Brown trying to get all the fuel he can in that car. And now finishing up his pit stop, coming back out under grade. All the way around the turn and rejoining the racing surface off of turn 2. As you see Robillard finishing up his pit stop. He is still shown as the race leader, as everybody is or has been on pit lane. Robillard is the leader here in the 90 car. Let's see how this shakes out once we get pit stops done and over with. It looks like Robillard the leader, and Bardelli Jr. comes out. Oh, Gilmar Peixoto has a penalty. Peixoto has a penalty. And I think he might have got caught speeding. Gilmar Peixoto is going to have to come back down pit lane. He got caught speeding. And that is tough break there for Peixoto. Jomar Peixoto into 71, hoping that he can catch a break here with a caution flag. For the 27 car, the 90 car, our race leader. Jomar Peixoto, I think, is going to have to come back down pit lane. Not seeing anything out of him yet. Definitely got a penalty. Bardelli Jr. second. Those guys kind of a two-car tandem there. As Ed Palumbo running in the third position. Take a look at our manufacturer spread there. A lot of Chevys in that top 10. We just got 2 Fords in the top 10. Now this series is dominated by Chevys. We got a couple guys up front here. Chevy versus Ford battle, though, as Bardelli Jr. has switched over to the Ford manufacturer. So that team sporting the Mustang. And he is running behind the Chevy of Todd Robillard. Take a look at John Stanley, Dennis Yudichin after pit stops. These guys still punching each other in the mouth. As John Stanley going down to the bottom side here, getting around Dennis Yudichin. A good run in there, good pass. Dennis Yudichin gave him a fair amount of room, but these guys have been racing around each other since the drop of the green flag, and here we are 31 laps in, and they're still getting after it. So Yudichin running back in the 12th position, John Stanley running in P11. Josh Brink up on the high line. There's Arthur Vieira in the Ford down on the bottom line. And this is for the 6th position. So Josh Brink picking up P6 as the Vieira now back to the 7th position. Robillard is the leader. And he's got Claudio Bardelli Jr. right there with him. So Robillard came to play today, baby, here at Texas. Bardelli Jr. second. Palumbo is in third, kind of out there by himself a little bit. His 54 car. See Craig Marizon just about 1.2 seconds back in the 4th position. Palumbo in third in the 54. Palumbo sporting the Extra Life scheme as well in the 54 car. So again, I want to say thank you so much to Gordon Carter spending all that time. I think he wanted skin uploads. I thought he just wanted skin uploads so he could put his special paint scheme in, but this guy went above and beyond. How about that, Gordon Carter? So a great looking scheme there, and a lot of time, and I don't know if he thinks I'm taken back, but and mad about it or what. But no, I wasn't. I can't explain to you how I found out. I thought there was something wrong with the server, and all these guys were in the same car. I'm like, what the heck is going on here with skin upload? And then come to find out, I'm colorblind, so I can't tell the difference in the colors of the cars and so forth. I didn't bother to look at the numbers, and here we are with a bunch of individually painted cars. Again, taken back, man, that he really would do that for us. It's awesome. Craig Marizon in the 60, running in P4. Good run here for him, 36 laps in and in the top 5. But he's got some company here with Sean Jacobs, who has had a really strong kind of back half of the run car. This 24 car got into a little bit of a battle earlier. Oh, is Vieira smacking the wall. Smacking the wall there coming off the turn. Did you see that? Take a look at that again. Vieira smacking that wall hard through that tri-oval area. Man, that was a hard lick there by Vieira.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We got a yellow flag here. The yellow flag comes out. Josh Brink up in the wall. Does look like it. that is Josh Brink. If I'm not, no, that's not who that is. Looks like Craig Marzon is up in the wall. So Robillard going to take the caution flag. So our first caution flag here on lap 38. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Maybe. Take a look and see what happened as the 60 gets out on the low line. And then their contact there with the 54, it looks like maybe. See who that is. That's the 54 car. And then just contact there between the two of those guys. And Marzon in the offense, and that's a hard lick there for him. Board here with Ed Palumbo. Those guys getting into one another. Man. Out of the front of right there is Marzon gets a little swirly, just a little bit loose. And then it does look like that 54 car might have gotten down into him. Take a look at this again. You watch this full speed. Right there. And in contact. And Marzon out of the race. There might have been some getting a little bit loose here or something as he comes through and a little bit down into the 60. So first caution flag. So these guys on pit lane here. Bardelli Jr. is shown as the race leader, the 19 car. Now Vieira. Now Vieira's going to be on pit lane for a bit, I believe. Paul Brown now in his pit stop. So it looks like Paul Robillard coming back out here in the 90 car. So it looks like he has gotten the jump on these guys. Don't forget the High Octane Racing League BTCC Series will be in action for round number 5 tomorrow at Silverstone. So racing will start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. It's two 25-lap races broadcast live right here. And this series has been a lot of fun. Last week's race at Indy was fantastic. 2 races, actually. So round number 5 coming up tomorrow. Udisha may be gambling a little bit. He's shown in the second position. Now, he's been into the wall. He may have had that damage taken care of. Now, I'm not sure what's going on here with Udichin. But Robillard is our leader. Udichin's shown second. 26, Tiago Gomez ahead, trying to get a wave around, it looks like. Oh, man. Don't forget to support me by going to the EliteHostUSA.com website and signing up for a server. How about that? That would support Will, actually. 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. And you can support me by clicking on the SimLab link in the description of this race if you're interested in purchasing something through them. I have a GT1 Evo sim rig, and I love it, man. A lot of fun. Do my broadcasting and my racing from my sim rig. Been able to add pieces to it. Oh, I love it. SimLab is great, man. So don't forget to support me there. Thanks to everybody for coming out and watching the races. Hit that thumbs up button. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And right now, looking at Todd Robillard as our race leader. As we're going to get ready to go back green, I think, here this time by. Get the 1 to go. So it does look like it's the 1 to go, and looks like Robillard has elected to take the inside line. That puts Dennis Uterchin up on the outside line. This is going to be interesting. He hasn't been up front here tonight, and there's a little bit of damage to that machine. Now, Bardelli Jr. is on pit lane. Now, that's a little strange for me because I don't know whether he's gambling or what, but Bardelli Jr. is on pit lane here. Now he's just come back off, and he's going to give up a ton of track position as he's trying to catch back up to the field. So interesting deal out of the 19 car. I think we're going to go green this time by. Now we're going to keep our fingers crossed here. You know what they say, the old adage here is cautions bring caution flags. So hopefully that is not true here. Uterchin up on the outside line. Palumbo starts 3rd. Stanley starts in the 4th position. Jacobs 5th. Brink in 6th. Pace car's off. Here we go. Back to green this time.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Green, green, green. Guys vying for some positions here as Palumbo easing through on the inside line. That outside line there, Dennis Uterchin staying out there, and now these guys going by on the inside. Dennis Uterchin in the 47. When's he going to play panic mode? Go into panic mode and try to slip back down to the inside. Uterchin really pushing it up on the outside line. He wants to get down there. And he is in the wall through the tri-oval area. Man, I said don't overdrive this machine, especially through that tri-oval area. These guys fighting hard as the 2 car down on the inside trying to get by Uterchin. Going to be a little bit of a freight train going on now. Is John Stanley going to try to slip through? He's trying to follow the 77 car and get around this 47 as well. Oh, right there. Might have been some contact as the 77 drifts up. Got into the 47. Now John Stanley
Yellow,
the 12.
yellow, yellow.
Oh, no. We got a caution flag. We got a caution flag. Looked like maybe Peixoto might have come around. Peixoto in the 71. Looks like Givaldo might also be involved. Peixoto in the 71 car. It looks like maybe some damage on that machine, the way that he's driving that, I can tell. And there's some pretty significant damages. Now the 90 car will pick up the pace car. Cautions breed cautions. Did I mention that? I believe I did. You guys got to be patient, man. It seems like these guys just forget that, man, the tires are cold. Everybody's bunched back up. Relax. We'll take a look and see what happened here. As the 71 up on the outside line. Although, the 77 comes across the track, hits into This is the risk for Bardelli Jr. He does make contact with the 71, but that's 71 hard contact with the outside wall, and man, there's some damage there. Valdo took a massive hit on that one. Board here with Valdo as he's through the grass right here. He's going to get taken out. Boom. Into the outside wall. They're just going to slip across the track and get into that inside wall. It looks like he lost a piece to that car. And he's missing the back end of that car. Peixoto, take a look at here. He's going to make really, really hard contact. Slam on the wall here, coming back across the track. Bardelli Jr. had a ringside seat for that. Also the 26 as well. This is the risk of being back there if you're Bardelli Jr. on board here with him. Watch his view. Oh, man, and he gets through. And 26 car does a great job of keeping out of the back of him. You see that hard lick there for Valdo. So our second caution flag. That was a hard lick there by Peixoto into the outside wall, come across the traffic, got into Givaldo, and Bardelli Jr. was able to kind of push his way through as these guys now making another pit stop. You said cautions breed cautions, and that's certainly what we've seen here. Again, we've seen this song and dance before. Unitron staying out to lead some laps here. We talked about we haven't talked much about Steve Pearson, his 51 car. Captain Morgan spots a machine. You see the 19. Bardelli Jr. might be gambling a little bit too, staying out on these tires since we just had that quickie caution. Don't forget the Saturday Night Thunder will be in action tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We call this Beat the Broadcaster Night if you want to come out and race with me. Last week I had a great race going, man. I was going to finish third and I lost my connection with about 8 laps to go. And I really was kind of out there by myself in third, so I had a pretty confident, a high level of confidence that I was going to be able to hold on to that position. Probably wasn't going to get P2 or P1. Well, definitely not P1. Probably wasn't going to get P2. Just going to try to hold on for that good top 3 and I lost my connection. But come on out, man. Maybe I'll have better luck here at Texas, race number 7 of the season. And it is going to be a great one, man. The Saturday Night Thunder, always fun. And it's the Cup Series. BTCC will be in action tomorrow at Silverstone at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Round number 5 in that High Octane Racing League inaugural BTCC series. 225 lap races, and it's Silverstone, the national circuit. Going to be fast and furious there, live right here on TurnLeftTV. Love that stuff. So I think we're probably going to get the one to go maybe this time by. See the 47 of Dennis Schuderson coming down pit lane. Also the 51, Steve Pierce on pit lane. He's giving up a little track position. Always a little bit of a risky move here as you see him ducking into his pit stall. Captain Morgan sponsor machine. I don't know if we're looking at a little damage on that machine or not there. You see that rear quarter there looking a little funky to me. So there might be some damage on that rear quarter. So there is some damage to that car. I would really, really like to see Studio 397 somehow, or Motorsports Games now, somehow get some real visible damage in this mod. I mean, in this game. That would be a groundbreaker. You got the physics down, man. You really do. The physics are lit. I mean, you've done it great with the eye candy on the tracks and the shaders and all that stuff, but get us some visible damage in the cars. Not that shader stuff there where you got some, you know, like, I don't know, something happens in the glare of the car where it looks like it's got some speckles in the paint or some cracked paint or something. Let's get some visible damage. Let's get some crinkled fenders. Let's get some stuff kind of hanging off the car and stuff like that. If Project Cars can do this, you can do it. You got this, man. Let's do it.
Green flag, go, go,
Back
go.
to green. I'm off my soapbox here. Lap 50, and Bardelli Jr. on older tires. Going to do a little risky move here as he's getting a shove from behind by Robillard. Got a side-by-side battle there. Paul Brown to Archer Vieira. Now, Vieira made contact with that outside wall earlier, so I don't know how good that 4-car is. And he's on the high line trying to figure out that for himself. Now he's got Gordon Carter on the inside. These guys getting after it here. I think that they think they got to make some real passes here early on, or they're not able to do it. See the 56 car slipping through. Vieira now back to the 5th position. That might be it. I mean, I get that, but, man, this is a long race here. As you see Sean Jacobs in the 24 out of the back of his car. Ed Palumbo and Josh Brink. Actually, we're taking a look at the 54 right now. Sean Jacobs up there at the 12, 54 on this bottom side. And now Josh Brink has to figure out what he's going to do with the 12 cars. The 12 car trying to get through. And it looks like Palumbo going to the high side, going to help that Camaro out. Leaving the Mustang down on the bottom line to fend for himself. Josh Brink in the Camaro, the 2. Now running in the 8th position. Robillard is leader as Paul Brown starting to work his way up to the front. He's running in the 2nd position, so the 90 into 77. 19 running in 3rd. Robillard had gotten around Claudio Bardelli Jr. And now these guys getting around some lap traffic. We'll take a look at that pass for the race lead. Robillard goes to the bottom side as Bardelli Jr. leaves him an opening. And the 90 car gets by. Paul Brown will also slip through as well. And that's where we stand now. One, two, three there with Robillard, Brown, and Bardelli Jr. Gordon Carter in 4th. Vieira running in the 5th position. A little bit of a gap there between the top 3 back to the 4th position. Carter says, hey, you know what? I tell you what, give me a minute and I'll take care of that for you. And he is now closing in on the 19 car. So Gordon Carter looking very racy here tonight, all jacked up on new paint schemes. One of our Canadian drivers. He is a new board member for us. He's done a great job, man. He's really had some great suggestions. He has a great personality, great attitude. Keeps us in line. Here he is trying to get around the 19 car as the 4 of Arthur Vieira now running behind him, putting a little pressure on him. Sean Jacobs getting into this mix in the 24 car. Just been a patient driver here tonight. Sean Jacobs running in the 6th position, trying to crack that top 5. He knows that Vieira has had a little trouble. Paul Brown getting a little antsy here in P2. He's starting to peek around on the low side as the 90 running on this high side. These guys are smart, as far as making passes here. They're going to know that if you get side by side through that tri-oval, do not overdrive the car. I've seen a lot of guys, the couple caution flags here that have been caused by guys really getting super aggressive through the tri-oval area. That is the worst spot on the track to get super aggressive. You see the 77 car holding on here to second as the 19. He's on a little bit older tires. He's holding his own in P3. And we see a car get up into the up into the wall there in the tri-oval area. And that was the 27 car. 27 car now may end up giving up a spot. No, Thiago Gomez is actually 3 laps down. So the 27 definitely made contact with the outside wall. Givaldo Spindola with that back end gone out of his car is going to let Steve Pierce get by. Take a look at the back end of that car. There's a lot of damage to that, man. We saw the back end fly over that inside wall. That 68 limping it around here tonight. Still waiting on his hat for High Octane Racing League. He won a hat. He lives in Brazil, and we sent it to him. And on the 9th, it said it was on its way to Sao Paulo. Sent him the tracking number, so hopefully he gets that hat soon. He'll be the only man in Brazil with a High Octane Racing League hat. We appreciate Givaldo and boa noche to Givaldo and his family and his fans. 68 car here running in the 13th position. Take a look at John Stanley here again running in the 12 car. He's running in P9 right now, putting a little pressure on the 2. 54 Ed Palumbo leading that little group. So it looks like Sean Jacobs might be up there as well. So these guys tightened it back up. But John Stanley running in the 12th spot. Hassel has recovered a little bit, running in the top 10 from after hitting that wall. Thiago Gomez got kind of behind the 8 ball early on in the race with some contacts. This 27 or 26 car Interstate Batteries sponsor machine, Napa Battery sponsor machine, running now in the 14th position. He is 3 laps down. Up front here with Todd Robillard. Nose to tail for these guys. 64 laps in. Got a few drop frames here tonight, but hopefully we keep our connection. So far, so good. Keep our fingers crossed. Guys look up pretty content here in the top 3. Again, Bardelli Jr. on a little bit older tires, but he has held his own. He's running in 3rd. Paul Brown in 2nd. Robillard leading the field. Gordon Carter running in that 4th position, leading that second pack there, if you want to call it that. Vieta running in P5. Sean Jacobs in 6th. Palumbo 7th. Brink 8th. Stanley 9th. And Preston Hassel rounding out the top 10. Get some chatters in here watching the race. It's been a pretty good race here. A couple caution flags. You take a look at, and see that. Gosh, Lee, not really prepared, am I? There we go. I'm an amateur, and it shows. Laura joining us in here, Jack T, and again, sending out our well wishes to Dana Grover, Fireball Flash Racing Dana Grover, as he's had a little bit of a health scare, and we're definitely hoping for him for a speedy recovery. There you go, Will D sharing the link. If you'd like to make a donation to the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, we have a link there in the description or in the chat. So we'll head on over to the chat there if you're not in. Watching this, hopefully we'll have to, I think I have the chat replay to come up there. So if you're watching this on replay, you can still click on that link and make a donation. It's also down in the description of the race. If you'd like to make a donation. Thanks to Will D on his effort there. I know he's doing some live streaming, I believe, as well. Maybe playing some Dungeons and Dragons or something. First-person shooter. Not exactly sure what he's doing, but I know he's actually live streaming himself, or that's the plan was. What the plan was. Todd Robillard, his plan was to be leading the field, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Paul Brown running in 2nd, and we might see another round of green flag pit stops here. Take a look at this. This is Arthur Vieta battling Gordon Carter. Carter up on the outside line. Vieta making that pass. Sean Jacobs trying to slip through. Sean Jacobs in the 24 trying to make this pass as well. He's trying to follow Arthur Vieta through. And we've got a little bit battle here with that Extra Life sponsor number 56 car right there. As Jacobs trying to get through. They're still side by side. Good side-by-side battle here between the 56 and the 24. As I think Bardelli Jr. is on pit lane. He is. Remember, he pitted earlier. He stayed out. He did not come down pit lane on that caution flag. So Bardelli Jr. is on pit lane. I think the 68 also on pit lane. Interesting. You see Sean Jacobs taking that spot. Side-by-side look here as we'll take a look at Dennis Uderchin. Take a look here as the 19 car finishing up his pit stop. Dennis Uderchin out there on that track. And Todd Robillard in the 90. Indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane here really, really soon. I think he might have a fuel light or something coming on. Not sure what's going on there. Heard some chatter on the radio, and the 90 peeling off the track to come down pit lane, and we do have some green flag pit stops here. Green flag pit stops as the 24 gives up the race lead to come down pit lane. And I think Paul Brown probably going to be doing the same here really, really soon. That side-by-side view again as Robillard on pit lane gave up the race lead, and you see Paul Brown peel. Oh, no! Oh, no. He might have got caught speeding right there. He might have gotten caught speeding. Oh, no. Paul Brown, he got on the binders hard. He got on the binders, man. Hopefully the voice is okay, but could be messed up. I don't know. And it looks like Arthur Vieta's got a penalty. And I think Paul Brown maybe have one too. I'm not sure. Not hearing anything. Guess we'll find out. So Paul Brown now back out on the track, and we'll find out if he has to do a drive-through. Vieta has got a penalty. So Artur Vieta definitely doing a drive-through, I believe. Unless it's a bad one, he's going to have to stop and go. So side by side here. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound funny on the stream. Having a little bit of issues with connections here. I've turned off TeamSpeak so to give me a little bit more bandwidth, but nonetheless, here we are. And Artur Vieta doing his serving his penalty here in the 4 cars. Robillard now getting around the lap car. As that now it looks like Vieta now coming back out on the track. What a devastating penalty there for that 4 car. He got caught speeding. Paul Brown must have gotten away with it. Boy, he really got on those binders coming on to pit lane as we're on board here with Bardelli Jr. on the right side. Bardelli Jr. Up on the outside line on fresher tires now. So he led the charge to come down pit lane. Really came in about 2 laps earlier on these guys. But now, for all intents and purposes, kind of on even keel now with the race leader, Todd Robillard. And now he's dropping down to the inside. He's going to challenge for the race lead. The 90 and the 19. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is going to end up taking this lead. He gets around the 90 car. So is the 90 car going to let that go? Is he going to fight back? That's the question. Bardelli Jr. back to the race lead here in the 19. Maybe he's got something figured out as far as pit stop strategy. This guy's out there by himself here as we're starting to wind down these laps here, but we're looking at 19 to go here very, very soon. Sean Jacobs working his way up to the 4th position, but it looks like Josh Brake just behind in the 2 car. Gordon Carter also running up here as well. He's in P6. Sean Jacobs in 4th. Good run here for him. Things sort of calmed down for him, but he had to work for a few spots there late in a fuel run and is able to get up there and now holding on to that spot, now P4. Take a look at Ed Palumbo, kind of out there by himself right now. Maybe that round of pit stops didn't work out for him too well, but here he is, running into 7th position. He's maybe hoping a little bit for a caution flag to get bunched back up here and maybe shoot for a race win. Bardelli Jr., the leader. Robillard in 2nd. Brown and Jacobs now running P3, P4. Actually looks like a Gilmar Peixoto at 71, but Jacobs trying to get around the lap car so he can close in on Paul Brown. See that lap car, the 71 up on the high line as Jacobs trying to slip through. Also the 2 of Josh Brake trying to slip through. Jacobs got a good run here on the 77 car. Jacobs going down to the inside, side-by-side racing there. And Jacobs going to get by Paul Brown into 77 on the high line. Josh Brink's going to give Jacobs a little bit of a push through there. Josh Brink gets through as well. Paul Brown now back to the 5th position. Josh Brink up to P4. These guys have got about a second lead, about 1.7 second lead, I should say, over that second crew, led by Sean Jacobs. Brink in fourth, Brown rounding out the top five. If you take a look at Gordon Carter leading that second pack and actually closing in on this front pack, looks like. So he's now in this mix. He's been strong all night now, falling back to, we've lost our connection on OBS there, so apologize about that, but hopefully we'll get back up and running. We're back up there. Thank you for being patient with us. Yeah, definitely got something going on. I think it may be a modem going bad. Look at this battle here. As now Bardelli Jr., Gordon Carter getting by. Robillard's having some issues here as he's now starting to drop back. Maybe he's on fuel save strategy. Sean Jacobs down to the race lead. Josh Brink second. Paul Brown in third. We were dealing with a little bit of a connection thing going on. And Palumbo's on pit lane, so maybe he's doing some strategy. Is he doing some strategizing? Ed Palumbo coming down pit lane. Robillard indicating that this car is evil for him now. Take a look at his as Ed Palumbo finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on the track, and maybe a two-tire deal for him. A little splash of fuel, and the 54 might have something up his sleeve. Steve Pearson, the 54, also on pit lane now. Sean Jacobs is the leader. This will be a big one if he can come away with the race victory. Been a while since we've seen this 24 car here in the Buschwackers series in victory lane. I'm surprised that that paint scheme for him passed inspection. He usually goes over that paint scheme or his paint schemes with a fine-tooth comb. But here he is leading with Josh Brink in second, Paul Brown third, Gordon Carter in the fourth position. Robillard has dropped back. He relinquished the lead, and he says this car is absolutely wicked right now. So having some handling issues, and he's dropped back quite a bit. He gets around Bardelli Jr. Do these guys have enough fuel to make it to the end? This is nail biter now. Been a pretty clean race here. Nail biter now. Sean Jacobs, Josh Brink, Paul Brown, Gordon Carter. Four-way battle here. This is getting interesting now. Josh Brink going down to the inside. Paul Brown to the inside. And Carter's going to get around as well. So Gordon Carter getting around. And Sean Jacobs dropping back. And oh boy, we might see some fuel save strategy here going on. Who knows? Is it fuel save strategy? I don't know. We'll take a look at Preston Hassel here, the 27 car. AMD Ryzen spots the machine. And here he is running into seventh position. He had some hard damage earlier. He got 5 laps to go, and Josh Brink in the 2 car is now jumped to the lead. Paul Brown challenging him. Paul Brown just behind in the second position. Talking about how wicked this car was earlier and how much he was having trouble earlier in the race, but now bouncing back here a little bit. Now in P2. Across the start-finish line, we will have 3 laps to go here at Texas. 4-way battle. Wouldn't this be big if Gordon Carter pulls off that victory? That would be huge. Across the start-finish line, 3 to go. Josh Brink is the leader. Paul Brown running into second position, trying to get around Josh Brink. He's trying to find a way to get around. These guys race a lot of laps, man. Saturday Night Thunder, we've had some classic battles out of the two of these guys. Paul Brown's got to play a little defense too because he's got Sean Jacobs behind him in the third position. Gordon Carter could be the spoiler here. These guys are coming up on some lap traffic as well. Lap traffic in the way with 2 laps to go. Josh Brink in the 2 car. Can he hold off a charge by Paul Brown? Paul Brown beaking around on the inside, not able to get that car underneath. He's going to leave the door open on the outside line, maybe for Sean Jacobs. They're side by side behind. This is exactly what Josh Brink wants to see. Sean Jacobs to the outside going for P2. Josh Brink in the 2 car. Paul Brown clears Sean Jacobs. Across the start finish line, we'll have 1 to go. Paul Brown now pushing the issue. Lap traffic may be in the way. Dennis Schuderton, I think, just ahead. And that may not be a factor here. Down the backstretch. Into turn 3. The 2 car, Josh Brink, trying to hold off the 77 car. The 77 car into the back of Josh Brink. Side by side through the tri-oval. And Paul Brown looks like he's going to hold on and get this win. Oh, he steals it. He steals it. Whoa, boy, what a race there. What a finish. What a finish. Great job to Paul Brown getting the win here. Wow, what a pass. What a pass. Let's take a look at that pass for the win. Paul Brown into the back of the 2 car. Side by side, off the turn, through the tri-oval, a little bit of paint swapping, and Paul Brown getting the win. Wow, that was a wild one. We're going to sit on board here with Sean Jacobs. You see that 77 car getting in the back of the 2. They get together right there. Sean Jacobs, does he sneak through? Almost. What a finish right there with those guys. Wow. Gordon Carter finishes in 4th. So great job. And fuel save strategy, maybe a little bit of a chess match there. What a race there. Fantastic race. That was a wild finish. So I got the extra life paint scheme in victory lane. What a fantastic battle that was. Let's take a look at the final results. Final results here tonight at Texas. Paul Brown in the 77 gets the big win. Barely edging out Josh Brink. Sean Jacobs made a run at it. Finishes in 3rd. Gordon Carter, great run there for him. Finishes 4th. John Stanley, quiet all night, but gets his car up to the 5th position. Preston Hassel finished 6th. Dennis Schuderton 7th. Todd Robillard finished in the 8th position. Bardelli Jr. finishes 9th. Ed Palumbo finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in P11 would be Arthur Vieira. Steve Pierce finishes in 12th. Givaldo Spindle at 13th. Thiago Gomez, early damage there for him. Salvages the 14th place finish. Gilmar Peixoto 15th. And Craig Marizon, tough break there for him. A big wreck there. And finishes in the 16th position. So Paul Brown, we got the Bristol thing up there, man. I've been busy this week. Let's fix that. Give me a minute here, but Paul Brown did a great job at getting the win. And what a great race there it was between he and Josh Brink there at the end. And really timed it just perfectly, didn't he? To be able to get around Josh Brink and make a run there for a dash for the finish. It was just a fantastic run for him. . So fantastic race it was, to say the least. And we'll get the we're fixing the logo, so give me a second. So congratulations to Paul Brown on getting the win here at Texas, and we'll see if we can't get him in the booth. I got to log in to TeamSpeak. I got to log in to TeamSpeak. All right, Paul Brown joining us up here in the booth, and man, that was a fun race. Great battle there with you and Josh and Sean in the mix as well. Talk about what that race was like for you. You had a little bit of frustration at the beginning, but it all panned out at the end, it looked like.
It sure did. Just cautions flew at the right time for fuel mileage, and fuel mileage was huge. It was really hard to make it. When Todd and Claudio got out there, I thought I was done. I was running third by myself. Short 3 laps. Like, there's no way in hell I'm going to make this. And so I let Sean Gordon and Josh go by and just got behind them and saved fuel. And it worked.
Well, man, this track is a lot of fun, but it seems like you really have to manage your business when you get through the trioval area. That's where the disaster happens for drivers. And was it on your mind when you were trying to make passes to get around guys that the trioval may not be the best place to do that?
Oh no, yeah, that's definitely a bad spot at this track. Just the way it's got more of a triangle at the infield, and yeah, you can definitely mess things up quick there.
Well, we had a special night here tonight with the Extra Life schemes, and Gordon Carter spent all this time surprised us with the paint schemes too, and it was great to see one in victory lane. Talk a little bit about what Gordon Carter's meant to us here at in your perspective at High Octane Racing League since joining, and then now a new board member.
Yeah, Gordon has been a huge asset to the league. He's a cool dude and knows what he's doing, and making all these skins tonight. That was awesome. We knew about it a few days before you did. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I found out just as I was starting to complain about why all the cars look the same on pit lane. I was like, something's wrong with the game. There's something up. You know how this game is. It's easy to fall into that trap. And then, of course, I'm being colorblind, not able to see the differences in the schemes.
That's horrible. I didn't even think about that.
That's right. Pick on the handicap, man.
Uh-huh. No, it was really cool to have all the Extra Life skins out there tonight. And everybody did a really good job racing. It was a pretty good time.
Well, we've got an interesting schedule for the rest of the season with Talladega next week, and then Charlotte, another track very similar to what you just faced tonight. Any thoughts on these last 2 races as we head into the final stretch?
Of course, Talladega is, blah. I have no idea what's going to happen at Talladega. And Charlotte, I really like Charlotte. I usually do pretty well at Charlotte, so we'll see.
Well, hey, congratulations to you getting the victory, and man, you're vying for a championship maybe in this series again. So good luck to you the rest of the season.
It'll be 1 point. 1 point to lose it.
There you go.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, congrats, man.
more lap when I made it.
It's Paul Brown joining us up in the booth, and I put myself in the wrong channel. So congratulations to Paul on getting the win. And, man, we've had a little bit of a mess here dealing with some connection issues here tonight. But I'm glad we were able to get the race in and not have too many problems. I really appreciate the internet gods for taking it easy on us. The High Octane Racing League BTCC series will be back in action tomorrow. So if you're interested in taking it easy on us, internet gods, another time to do that would be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when I go live to broadcast 2 races in that series at Silverstone. It's round 5, 6-round series, 225 lap races coming up tomorrow, and it starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that High Octane Racing League BTCC series season. I got something special I was going to show you. Give me, if I can't actually get this up and going, maybe. Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action tomorrow night. 120-lap race. It's race number 7 of the season. This is Beat the Broadcaster night. If you're interested in beating up on me because I said something bad about you on the stream, then come on out. Give that a shot. You can beat up on me all day long. I had a lot of fun in this series. I've done pretty well, man. I've been surprised that I've been able to hang with these guys. These guys are some great racers, but I'm just trying to do it to gain some respect from these guys and show them that I might be able to drive a car a little bit, not just broadcast races. But I'm excited about getting back into the driver's seat and making it happen tomorrow. Getting after it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we got a special announcement here coming up very soon, by the way, will be brand new. The High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks are back. That's right. If you want to join us and do some truck racing, don't forget to click on their, use that QR code, and it's the official truck mod coming out, going to be released very, very soon. Don't know exactly when, so I can't announce a date for when this series is going to start. But it's either going to be on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. We haven't really figured out yet, but it's coming soon, and races will be broadcast live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. They're back. That's coming up here at High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. Well, I want to say thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel and suffering through tonight with us. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button to get this video out there where everybody can see it, get it in their feeds. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click on that subscribe button. Got 806. I'm champion on my way to 1,000. And don't forget to smash that bell when you get updates when races are going live. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. Appreciate everybody being here, and thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, and we'll see you next time. I am out of here.